Hello, everybody, and welcome to Aschenbrenner Film and Video Production again. Today, we are having another podcast, and for the first time in channel history, we have a guest speaker. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up, guys? The Milkman87 here. What's up, guys? How's it going? It's nice to be here.
If frequent viewers of this channel, you might recognize this gentleman. Well, not by his face, but he's been in some of the background of the gameplays I put up specifically for Black Ops 4 for some of the zombie stuff.
Milkman87. Milkman87. Got a Memes87, Coolman87, everything. I'm in there.
He changes his gamer tag too often, if you ask me. But anyway, we are here to talk about DC Comics. All things
Yes, sir.
DC Comics. All right, so we have three topics. First off is the Batman movie, which I'm pumped for. The second, Batman Gotham Knights, which I'm also pumped for. And Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, which I'm also, you guessed it, pumped for. All right. So let me just pull up my talking points here. All right. So let's start off with talking about Gotham Knights.
All right.
All right. So you saw the trailer recently. Why don't you give us your first impressions of the trailer?
Well, my first impressions of the trailer is that it looks amazing so far. From what I've seen, it just looks really, really nice. Like the nice 60 FPS, the nice everything's just gonna look nice on next gen, to be honest. But what I'm most excited for is to play as Nightwing and Robin, because those are my two favorite characters from Batman, just in general. But it's because there's just their character development, their story, like just everything to like just their costumes. It's just cool. But yeah, my first impressions is that I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed where it said that there's just a message from Batman saying it's code black, that if the people watching the video just know that I'm dead. Like he's sending out a message, just letting everybody know that just Batman's not going to be around, that whatever you do, help isn't coming. And that's giving the villains more motivation and from what I've seen. But yeah, just Batgirl, Robin, Red Hood, and Nightwing. Just 4 characters with each individual unique powers, and just it's pretty cool in my opinion. I really enjoy it.
All right, so I'm going to build off a few things you said. First of all, Nightwing. I'm a huge Nightwing fan. I mean, he's one of the coolest superheroes out there. And like when he appeared in Arkham Knight as a playable character, even for just a few side missions, that was awesome.
That was a lot of fun.
And then you also mentioned their costumes. Their costumes look amazing in that trailer.
Yeah, they really do.
Now the cool thing is they've actually given each character a specific color that like represents them, and their gadgets all glow with that specific color.
Yeah, I saw how Robin's was green, Red Hood's was red, obviously, and then Batgirl's is yellow just because Batman. And then what was the last one? Nightwing. Nightwing's blue.
Actually, I think Batgirl might have been pink, but I might be wrong.
Maybe.
You watched it more recently. All right, so that's interesting. Fun fact: this game will actually be supporting co-op play and single.
For real.
It's going to be one of those drop-in type things where you can be just playing solo, but kind of like the Lego games, how you could drop in a second controller.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think it's going to be very similar to that. But anyway, now I've done a little bit more research on this in preparation for this podcast. I did some like reading on stuff that they like talked about in like interviews. So one cool thing, each of them are going to have a very unique play style. Red Hood is going to be focused on firearms, obviously. But fun fact, this character is known for killing people like the Punisher, right? But when he's teaming up with the Bat family here, he's actually using non-lethal rubber bullets. So that's something to keep in mind.
So
Also,
essentially, like he doesn't intentionally mean to hurt people because he's following Batman's code. Yeah.
He's basically willing to work the way that Batman does, to defend Gotham. Now, one of the cool gameplay innovations, Robin, Tim Drake, is actually going to have a teleporting device.
For real?
Yeah, they showed it really briefly in the trailer, so I understand if you missed it, but they actually
I'm pretty sure it did, yeah.
They're actually tying it into the greater DC universe with the explanation. He's actually using the Justice League's Watchtower teleporting system to accomplish this. So it's confirming that the Justice League does exist in this universe. Because this game is actually set in a brand new universe. It's not in the Arkham games. It's not connected to any movies universe or anything. It's brand new.
It's its own thing. That's what I enjoy about Rocksteady. It just throws things out there. It doesn't like connect ties with different games. It just does its own thing, you know? It just throws a new game and it's like, here, enjoy the new game. Don't worry about anything else. Just enjoy the game for what it is.
For example, so you mentioned Rocksteady. They did that with Arkham Asylum. Arkham Asylum was a brand new story. It wasn't connected to anything specifically. And they just told their completely brand new story with what Joker was doing, the Titan formula. And then, so this game is actually being developed by Warner Bros. Montreal. Now, we know them from Batman Arkham Origins. Let's talk about Arkham Origins, so we can talk about, what they've done in the past. What are your thoughts on Origins?
Origins, one of my favorite childhood games.
Man, I really enjoyed Origins for what it did. Like, it was a pretty interesting prequel. It was the first one that was set in the open world Gotham City. Like, Arkham City was in a small part of it, but this was the whole city wide open. I think that its map was like 3 times the size of Arkham City. Alrighty. But yeah. So it's one thing I'm hoping they do really well. If you remember, Arkham Origins had a lot of really good boss fights, right? It had Deathstroke, Deadshot, Firefly was pretty good. Let's see. I'm trying to think what else there was.
I forgot most of them, to be honest. Excuse me. I forgot most of them just because it's just been a while since I played it.
It's been Origins came out a while ago, so
it did.
They've been cooking this up for a while, actually.
Yeah.
But so I'm hoping we get some good boss fights. We saw Mr. Freeze in the trailer. And that's a good segue into the villains. So when you were watching the trailer, you didn't recognize the villain at the end of the trailer, right?
No.
Now, I'm going to give you the option to go in fresh, or I can tell you what it is and we can discuss it.
I don't mind either way.
All right, so let's go ahead and talk about it. So the villain of this game has been confirmed to be the Court of Owls.
Of Owls.
It's kind of like a city-sized secret society of wealthy people who pull strings behind the scenes. All right.
Is one of those rich, filthy owls Houdini, by any chance?
I don't think so. But the Court of Owls, they were actually on the TV show Gotham, so people who've watched Gotham, they'll be a little bit familiar with them. But the interesting thing, at the end of the trailer, what you see is actually one of their genetically modified henchmen. They're these really elite assassins called Talons. And whenever somebody crosses the court, they send one of those out there.
Okay.
This organization actually got a lot of popularity boost in the recent comics. That, like I said, they were on Gotham. They also featured in the movie Batman vs. Robin, which is one of those DC animated movies.
I don't think I've seen that one. The only animated movies that I've seen from Batman were The Killing Joke and Ninja Batman. That's a good one. It was a good one. I'm not going to lie. For what it was really good.
If you like Ninja Batman, that's actually one of the lower ones on my ranking.
Yeah, it's one of the. I know it's not one of the socially acceptable ones, but I actually enjoyed it.
Oh man, they've also gone out and said this is going to be categorized as an RPG, so we're probably going to see some elements of that, stuff like
decision making.
I think there will be decision making, but there's also going to be gear levels and unpredictable skill trees, stuff like that.
I really like that because then, say for example, if there was a skill tree, I wonder if it'll be for the entire team in general or for each individual character that you can level up and just have, say for example, you have Red Hood higher level than Nightwing.
Let's see. I don't think they confirmed anything about this, but given the fact that they look like they all have their unique fighting style, I'm going to assume they're all going to be separate skill trees. Yeah,
I hope they are separate because if it's going to be combined, then it's going to be kind of wonky because if you're going to, say, for example, if you're going to boost up Robin, you're probably going to, wind up, negatively affecting Nightwing or you're going to be affecting Batgirl or Red Hood,
This one, I think they're going all out with it. Like I said, they've been developing it for so long, it seems like. I really think they're going to go with an individualized approach. And the fact that it's going to be co-op as well, I think they're also going to throw that in there just to make it more unique. So, yeah. Let's see.
When did Arkham Knight come out?
Here.
Didn't it 2014 maybe? 2014, 2015?
It was either right when the Xbox One released or
I'm sure it's the 2014 or 15. One of the two. If not, it's 2016. 14, 15, or 16.
It was 2015 actually. That was later than I thought it was. But anyway, so
I had a general idea of around the time that it was released.
All right, there's a lot of good stuff to be looking forward to. I'm really hoping it's going to live up to the expectations because this one looks so good in this trailer.
Oh yeah, it really does. I hope it lives up because, well, for right now, all we're really waiting for is like the big games to come out on next gen. Say, for example, Halo Infinite. We're waiting for the Batman game. We're waiting for the Suicide Squad. We're waiting for just everything.
Hmm. So yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Now, people that watch this channel know I did a video, top 10 games I'm looking forward to on the Series X.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1 in that video was Halo Infinite. But I'm gonna do a quick little modification here. I'm actually going out and saying Gotham Knights is now my most anticipated one that I'm looking forward to.
Really?
I'm a huge Halo fan, so this is not something
I can confirm that. I can confirm that this man makes a reference to Halo no matter no matter what game you're playing. This man always makes a reference to Halo. Like we'll be playing Call of Duty, and this man will be like, "Oh man, this gun looks like the Needler." I'll be like, "Bro, this looks nothing like the Needler." But it has purple on it. It's fair. It has purple spikes on it. So what?
Exactly. So yeah, I'm a huge Halo fan, but this one has such potential, and I'm a huge DC Comics fan. So I'm giving it to it. So we're gonna have to see.
No, yeah, you can be a DC fan, but me personally, I'm more of a Marvel fan. But I like some aspects of DC, but not like the entirety of it. If you would please.
All right. Let's go ahead and move on to our next aspect or our next topic. It's going to be the second next-gen video game in the DC universe. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Right.
Rocksteady.
Yes, Rocksteady Studios.
Just the first 5 seconds of just seeing Harley Quinn's fingers, I already could tell it was going to be an amazing trailer. Just the amount of detail and work to just put each and every, like, the littlest detail. It looks amazing.
So when I first watched the trailer, I actually noticed that their visual style is a little bit of a departure from their previous games.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be really good for fitting the theme that they're going for in this one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk about the premise.
Granted, Rocksteady's like latest Batman game was made for Gotham, and this place is going to be taken in Metropolis. You can like see the difference because Gotham is more like a dark, gloomy place, and Metropolis is more like a happy, like shiny place. Say for example, in real life, Gotham is Chicago and New York would be Metropolis.
Yeah, I've heard that comparison a lot. So yeah, definitely makes sense. Oh, fun fact, do you know in the comics the Statue of Liberty is actually in the like bay of Metropolis?
Oh, really? So yeah.
It's pretty much outright saying New York.
So yeah, it confirms that Metropolis is basically the comic book version of New York.
So yeah, that's going to be interesting. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the characters we're going to be playing as. We've got Harley Quinn, she's the one I'm probably going to play as the least. I mean, it depends if they give her like some really wacky gadgets, but
if they give her a mallet or like a hammer, like just like a spiked baseball bat, I'm definitely going to use her. Like, so I can just wail on people, like, just endlessly. Because, she's insane. She's insane. So I'm pretty sure they're going to give her, like, this one ability. Watch. I'm calling it right now. They're going to give her, like, a grabbing ability. That just lets her, like, endlessly whack some random-ass dude with just, like, a baseball bat for, like, 5 minutes straight.
Oh, that would be so cool. Like I said, they had some wacky stuff in the 2 Injustice video games where you could play as her. Mm-hmm. So hopefully we see some of that. But I'm more excited for, first of all, Deadshot. He's got a jetpack now, so that's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, I saw. I was really curious as to like how he got it. Like, bro, it's like I know you're a mercenary, but like a jetpack, like how?
Yeah.
Like I know there's like some way in probably like the black market or like something around there, but like really, you just had to go all out with the jetpack.
Another theory. So the Suicide Squad, they're working for the government as part of the program. Like they work for the government, they get the time off their sentences, right? It's possible the government was supplying all this high-tech gear. That's another.
True.
And speaking of high-tech gear, I don't know how this works, but Captain Boomerang has super speed now. Some kind of gap.
Apparently, he just throws his boomerang and just teleports all around. Mm-hmm. Wherever his boomerang goes, he goes.
Which is interesting because I think in the comics, Captain Boomerang is traditionally a Flash villain. So maybe he's like trying to rival his the guy who captured him, the Flash.
Maybe. Barry Allen who? Barry Allen in the game confirmed?
If only, man.
Bro, imagine just Barry Allen just flash out of nowhere in Suicide Squad.
Actually, we'll get
I
on
mean,
that.
isn't he part of the Justice League?
That's what I was about to say. Actually, it took a while to click, but presumably the majority of the Justice League is going to be in this game. So we could be
Yeah.
very out.
We have Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. What was her name? Hawk Girl.
Maybe.
Hawkman. Hawkman?
She hasn't been in recent iterations of the Justice League. It all depends on what they want to put in there.
What about Martian Manhunter?
He should be there. He's usually a mainstay. So
Yeah, Martian Manhunter. Yeah,
in most versions of the Justice League, it's the core 6 are usually the same, and they swap out the 7th person.
Okay.
So the core 6, I think, are Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash.
I forgot Green Lantern. How could I forget Hal Jordan?
Mm-hmm. Oh man. So who's the 6th? Like the mainstay?
It's either Hawk Girl or no, Cyborg.
Yeah, that's probably it. And then
Cyborg.
the 7th member.
I'm pretty sure they switch out Cyborg, Martian Manhunter, and Green or not Green. Fucking. I'm sorry. What's her name?
Green Lantern.
No.
Or
Hawk Girl.
Oh yeah.
I always forget her name.
The sixth mainstay is Aquaman. Which okay. So
how could we forget Aquaman, bro? I swear he's like one of the most forgettable characters.
He was, but until his movie came out, Aquaman is my.
This movie was really nice. I liked it.
I have a list on my computer, the top 50, and it's like a bunch of genres. Mm-hmm. Aquaman is the number 1 on that list. I love Aquaman so much. But anyway, back to the thing. The plot of this game, from the trailer, it seems that Brainiac has mind-controlled the Justice League.
Yet again.
And the government has sent in the Suicide Squad to take them out. And you know what I hope this means? We get unique. Superman. I want unique boss fights against every single member of the Justice League.
Ooh.
I want to be fighting Aquaman where he's throwing sharks at us and water barriers.
I hope we fight Aquaman in Atlantis. I hope we fight like each individual member of the Justice League in their own like spot. Like say for example, we fight Batman in the Batcave, Superman in the in the Fortress of Solitude there. And then we fight
Green Lantern. Can we go to space?
We can go to space.
Let's go to space.
Let's go to the moon. Let's fight on the moon. Let's just fight with the Lantern Corps, you know?
Dude.
Yo, that would be sick. Teaming up with the Lantern Corps with the Suicide Squad to take down Green Lantern. Yo, that would be sick.
That would be so cool.
That would be an amazing idea. Yo, Rocksteady, hire me.
Yeah, man. Dude, so, fun fact, the Green Lanterns have an ability where they can temporarily give other people Green Lantern-like
powers. Yeah.
Like, they gave Batman these powers one time because they were trying to fight Sinestro or something like that, or Despero. But anyway, what if they gave, like, imagine Harley Quinn and King Shark flying around with lantern powers.
Oh, my God.
That would be crazy. But, yeah, so, a little more about this game. This game actually is in the same universe as the Arkham series.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Now, the big question is if it takes place before or after Batman Arkham Knight. Because if it happens after, we actually won't get a Batman boss fight because...
True, because Batman died at the end of Arkham Knight.
Presumably. I'm still in the camp that he faked his own death.
I'm pretty sure he faked his own death because of the whole, like, sticking himself with the scare juice, whatever it was.
The biggest piece of evidence he has, right before the mansion explodes, Alfred is in the house. I'm of a firm belief. My theory is Batman blew up his own house, and he would never do that with another human person inside, and he wouldn't do that with himself in there either. I firmly believe he got into some kind of like shuttle system. He like rocketed himself to the other side of Gotham, blew his house up, faked his death, win bam boom. But anyway,
seems like something Batman would do.
Either way, we're probably not going to see him, unfortunately, in this game, unless it's set before. Because
hopefully, hey, here's the hoping.
But here's the thing: how would we ever beat Batman, even with the whole Suicide Squad? I mean, that's good. That's one.
Wait, but if we hold on, if the game title is called "Kill the Justice League," right?
That's correct.
So if this game took place before Arkham Knight, then Arkham Knight would have never taken place.
True. Oh, what if it took place before and the player successfully killed every member of the Justice League except Batman, and that's why it has his own game next?
Maybe. We'll just have to wait and see. Honestly, I hope it's just like So you're saying that Rocksteady confirmed that it's gonna take place in the Arkham storyline.
That is confirmed.
So if it's confirmed, then honestly, I think Batman's gonna survive.
Yeah.
Because if it's gonna take place during or before Arkham Knight, then he's not gonna die. He's gonna stay alive, so he can go into the events of Arkham Knight.
Oh, here's a
then die.
here's a super nerd grab bag. Only the real nerds know this.
Go for it.
Certain audio dialogue in Arkham Knight of the criminals talking to each other, they actually do reference Superman. So if it does take place before, Superman will also survive. Because it's a super offhand comment. It's like one guy's like, yeah, my cousin lives in Metropolis. He's got to deal with that one flying guy. And the guy's like, oh, man, that must be rough. But anyway.
Flying guy can mean multiple things. That doesn't just mean that it's just a blue man wearing blue spandex. It doesn't mean it's just a dude wearing blue spandex.
If you do jump into the comics, there are like a billion people who fly around wearing the same outfit.
Hey.
But anyway.
But I tell you.
But if they do have Batman, like if it is before Arkham Knight, I want Batman to be the hardest boss fight in the game. I want Dark Souls level difficulty.
Dark Souls level?
No, listen to me. Batman is the most badass character in all of fiction. If he's going to be a boss fight, he better be, like, I'm talking Orphan of Cost level difficult. This guy better be bringing it. Because you just don't Batman.
Essentially what you're telling me is to play 4 or 5 of the Kingdom Hearts on critical mode, which is the hardest mode that you can go. Thankfully, I've already done 2 of those 4. No, I've only done like 2 or 3 games on critical, and those were like random attempts that I was just going at. Not really attempts. I just sped through them. They're pretty simple, but like some levels were just, just those levels. But I'm getting off topic. Back to DC.
They probably won't make it that hard, but the reason I say that is because Batman has, in the comics, he one time single-handedly took down the whole Justice League by himself.
Oh, yeah.
If we're going against this guy, he's tough. I mean, we took down an entire army.
I'm pretty sure I've read that comic, the one you're talking about. Because my friend, he's also a big DC nerd like you, and he has a whole bunch of DC comic books. And whenever I go over to his house, I just tend to just grab one and just start cracking it open, start reading. And I'm pretty sure I read that one, and I'm pretty sure I remember how it ends.
Here's another reason.
That one out there.
In the Arkham series itself, Batman has already defeated Deadshot and Harley Quinn. And so I don't think Boomerang and King Shark could tip it that much. So it should be challenging. That's all I'm saying. Because Batman's tough. But that's all right.
But at the same time, I feel like all the Justice League members will be tough, but I think like some will be easier than others. Say, for example, I feel like Aquaman and Green Lantern are going to be easier to take down versus somebody who's as fast as Flash or somebody who has superhuman speed like Superman and the ability to fly.
Superman's going to be a tough one if he uses flight, because that's a huge
If he uses flight and his freeze breath, it's going to be an annoying fight. That's as far as I'm going to say.
What if it's like a multi-stage fight where he like starts off only using super strength and he starts using like heat vision and super breath?
That'd be nice. I'd actually really enjoy that. I like multi-stage bosses, but like if there's such a thing as too many stages in a boss fight, because
Persona 5, there's like a boss fight that has like maybe not Persona. There's one game that has a boss fight with like 19 stages, and I'm like, that's ridiculous. But like,
kind of sounds like Persona.
If they do it like a Bloodborne has a bunch of 2 stages. Those are pretty good. Mm-hmm. A 3 stage would also be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that'd be cool. But either way, I'm hoping for boss fights. They haven't directly confirmed that's what's going to happen, but with the title and the fact that they're superpowered, what else are they going to do?
True.
What else? But yeah, so I'm
just excited to see everybody's abilities in that game, honestly. I'm excited to see Boomerang. I want to see how fast you can actually go with that thing. I want to see if you can just crash the game by just going like just extremely fast.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
Wait, did they confirm that it was gonna be? It's gonna be free roam, correct?
They confirmed it for Gotham Knights. I don't remember reading what Suicide Squad was gonna be.
I
don't know.
This is not good.
It might be a linear. I mean, I haven't confirmed. I'm not sure.
I hope they make it free roam.
I don't
Because
know.
if you're gonna make one game free roam, you might as well just make everything free roam. I mean, granted, all of the Batman games are free roam, so
Like I said, if you're looking on their previous titles, all the Arkham trilogy, the ones that they worked on, they're all Arkham Asylum's not exactly open world, but it is a free roam environment.
yeah,
So
it's free roam.
the only question, so yeah, I don't know, but I think it's probably
Me
more than like
personally, I enjoy open world free roams, such as like GTA, uh, Watch Dogs, Sunset Overdrive. But yeah, if they actually do like make it like what's it called, Arkham Knight, in the sense that there's gonna be like multiple islands and like multiple places that you can be at, that'd be really cool. Bro, imagine if there was a boss battle on the Statue of Liberty.
dude, we haven't had something like that since Spider-Man 2. Oh man.
Ooh,
Yeah, you remember that fight in Spider-Man
I
2?
remember that. Yep.
Oh man. It could all take place in Metropolis.
Maybe.
And
I
they could
hope
make
it
Metropolis
does.
huge.
I mean, if they make Metropolis huge, like they made what's it called, New York huge in the what is it, Amazing Spider-Man,
Yeah,
then yeah.
I would be down for that. That would be a lot of fun. So, I'm definitely looking forward to this one. Not as much as Gotham Knights, but this one's farther away, so we haven't heard as much news about it yet.
To be honest, I'm excited for both, but I feel like I'm more excited for a little bit more of Suicide Squad, just because it's more like it's more mature, you know. It's more like it's gonna be like a bigger bloodbath, say for example.
Yeah, it depends how far they're going to take that, because again, the Suicide
I
Squad
hope
are
they
all
take it
violent
far.
characters.
I
So,
hope they take it as far as they can.
plus,
Just
if we look at the
because,
track record, Rocksteady Studios, they went pretty far with the Arkham games in terms of
they did.
what they did. So, they'll probably continue that trend. I think it's a pretty safe bet.
I hope they do. I really hope they do. But yeah, uh, I forgot what I was gonna say.
All right, but
It just lost my train of thought. I don't know why.
but
Just
speaking of Rocksteady,
Zoom.
you ever looked at the case of like Arkham City, and it has so many like you see have like a normal game, it's like violence on it for the M rating. It's in this one, it's like 7 different things in there, like drug use, violence,
drug
swearing.
use, violence, profanity,
Mhm.
tobacco use of alcohol.
So yeah, they're
They
probably
just add just everything.
and the fact that they're going to be playing with villains as their main
Just
character.
make it A rating.
Oh,
Do you guys not make any more A-rated games?
all right, so we're both pumped for both of the video games coming out, but we have one more piece of DC media to talk about. That's right, the Batman movie.
I went to go see filming for that movie. So let me tell you the story. So me and my friends, or rather me and my mom, we were downtown because we were just at Target. We were just doing some shopping. And one of my friends, he was downtown with a couple of other of his friends, and they were just going for a cruise, right? They were just going for a joyride, and they stopped to watch the Batman filming because it was filming downtown, and they hit up my line. They're like, "Hey man, you want to hang out? We're downtown. I see you're downtown. You want to like link up?" I was just like, "Sure, why not?" So I went with my friends. We were just watching the whole, just motorcycles driving by, cars coming by. I heard a crash. I was just like, "What is going on?" And I tried to get in to get an autograph, but security was like, "No, you have Corona. Go away." I was just like, "No, I will not go away." They're like, "I will call the police." I was just like, "I am the law. Let me in."
Oh man.
And they're like, "Go away. Where's your mom, kid?" I was just like, "Bro, I am not a kid. Do you see this facial hair?" He's like, "All right, kid, get your peach fuzz out of here. Grow a real beard. Fix that patch, and go get good grades." I was just like, "All right, buddy, look here. I'm an adult. Leave me be."
Oh man. But that is super awesome that you got to just be in the area when they're filming, and it's cool that they're actually using real Chicago. It's not just green screens. They're actually filming in Chicago. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. I
If I remember,
saw, and they changed the CTA, the Chicago Transit Authority. That's the train that passes by the loop. They changed the CTA to GTA to Gotham Transit Authority.
Oh,
They
that's so
they
cool.
changed the signs for all the trains too. They're like now headed to Gotham. It was really
Oh, yeah.
nice. Just everything around was just Gotham like, and I just loved it. I felt so like at home. I was just like, finally, I'm in Gotham.
That's so cool, man. But yeah, so
But it was really really nice. I wish you would have been there. You would have loved it.
yeah, too bad I'm down here in the Midwest, so like the central Midwest. So unfortunately, I wasn't close. But I have seen the trailer. I've read about this movie, and I gotta say, I am
I'm
pumped.
excited.
First, let's talk about the casting. We have a new actor as Batman. His name is Robert Pattinson.
I tried
Now,
to get his autograph.
I wish you had been successful, man. That would have been awesome. But
Oh man, if only. If only, bro. I would have made him sign my phone case because just, who cares a piece of pen and paper?
yeah.
Be like, yo, bro, you have a Sharpie? Just sign my phone case, please.
Oh man. So I'm going to admit, when I first heard about this, before I saw the trailer or anything, when I heard who cast it, I had only seen this actor in these Twilight movies.
Mm.
And I was like, why did they give it to him? I'm going to admit, I was one of those people who was hating on it. And I can't believe I was one of those people. Because I was one of those people who was standing up for Ben Affleck when he got cast.
Mm-hmm.
So, but.
I really like Ben Affleck's movies.
Oh, I love Ben Affleck as Batman. He is a solid Batman. But as soon as I saw the trailer, not only do I think Robert Pattinson is going to be an amazing Batman, I think he's going to do a great job as Bruce Wayne, too.
Mm.
Got to remember, some of the actors have done Batman well, but not Bruce Wayne. Like, I'm trying to think maybe like Michael Keaton did a great job as Batman, but his Bruce Wayne wasn't the same as the comics. He was a little more unhinged.
True.
But but that's just another version of Bruce Wayne. And I like Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne. But anyway, point is, when you see him out of costume, he just looks like it's the kind of serious, like just driven person.
He looks like that guy.
He's got the look, man, and it looks amazing. But when he is Batman, the new bat suit might be one of the best bat suits ever made.
It looks nice. It looks really crispy.
Dude, the detail and like one thing I didn't like in his Batman suit in Justice League, he had like two versions. He had like the armored version he used at the end, and then he had the like less armored version he used in the middle. The less armored version just looked like fabric. I was like, this doesn't look right. Yeah. But this one, it looks like beefy, like full on titanium armor. He's got the logo looking super dope.
Yeah.
Dude, this suit looks so good.
It really does. But I'm just excited to see like how everything's just gonna turn out in the movie. I'm just gonna go in clean, fresh, not just have anything, not watch anything. I mean, I've already seen the trailer, but you know, I'm just not gonna read anything else. I'm not gonna like look at any other videos that are saying, "Oh yeah, speculations on this, speculations on that," because then I'm actually gonna believe that that person or that character is gonna be in the movie, and I just don't want to go in thinking and then just expecting.
That's
see that character
idea because let me tell you the story. Have you seen Batman vs Superman?
Dawn of Justice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I actually somehow managed to avoid seeing the third trailer they put out for that movie. In the third trailer, they actually
I only saw one.
They spoiled the fact that Doomsday was in the movie in the third trailer.
I didn't watch that trailer either because all I remember was watching Batman and Superman fighting and Batman wearing green.
Oh, yeah. But so the point I'm making here is I was so happy when I saw Doomsday in there. I was blown away. I was like not expecting it. I was like, dude, they brought Doomsday into this movie.
I don't think anybody was expecting Doomsday.
I know. And I was like, because for the way they set up like the two initial trailers, no hints of it whatsoever. It was a surprise. I want to be surprised like that. That's why I try to avoid trailers for like every movie that was coming out. Like the problem is they're everywhere. They have like signs on buses. They have
signs on. You can't really avoid a trailer for like a movie, to be honest, unless you like just if you're blind, then you can avoid everything.
That's why I led my statement with I somehow avoided that third trailer because like
I just never got around to watching it.
But no, so I do want to go in fresh, but from what we've seen. I think this movie has a really interesting tone. I think it's got a good cast so far. If I remember correctly, we didn't even see the main villain, which they confirmed who it is, but if you don't know, I won't tell you.
I don't know.
Well, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to let you go in fresh. But they didn't even show the main villain, and that's okay because I'm ready to be surprised by this movie. We've got a badass-looking Batman movie a super dope looking superhero co-op game in Gotham Knights, and a villain focused, interesting project by Rocksteady with Suicide Squad. Like I said, this is going to be really interesting. So, Batman comes out 2021, I believe. Here, let me get some actual
Yeah,
dates.
Batman Gotham Knights comes out 2021, and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is 2022.
Yeah,
For
right.
PS5 and Series X and PC. We were not paid to say this, but we're just informing you.
We're informing you. So yeah, I am going to look forward to. I will be personally playing it on the Series X. I know you're going to try and be acquiring a new system by then too.
Hopefully, by the time my birthday rolls around or Christmas rolls around, my pops can just get me one, or if not, I'll just make an agreement with him and we'll just half and half it.
But yeah, so I think these are going to be really interesting titles. Each of us will rank out of the three things we talked about today, the order of how we're looking forward to it. Starting with the one you're least looking forward to, the one you're most looking forward to. You go first.
Least looking forward to probably the movie because that's coming sooner than the two games.
Mm-hmm.
Second, probably Gotham Knights, and my number one is Suicide Squad, just because I just enjoy more like adult themed things. You know, just because Rocksteady's making it. You know, it's gonna be rated M no matter what. Because Suicide Squad has a tendency. It's just violent. It's just there for all of us violent people.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my dog is entering. All right, so now I go. I'm actually going to put. Now, when I say this, I'm not dissing on this game. I'm putting Suicide Squad as the least expected. I'm still beyond hyped for this game. It's
that's respectable.
And I have reasons for this. So I'm going to put the movie is going to be second because in this year especially, we haven't had any really new superhero movies. The last one I saw in theaters was Birds of Prey. So
last one I saw in theaters was Endgame.
Oh yeah, but so I'm ready for a new superhero movie. It's been a while. I'm ready to see another one. Plus, I think it just looks awesome. And then number one, this one just caught my eye so much. Batman Gotham Knights. I'm ready to play this game. This is probably gonna be a day one for me. I try to not do that with too many games. I've done it with.
I'm probably gonna wind up day one-ing both of the games too.
Mm-hmm.
But with the new prices that games are going to be at $70 per, holy bro, I could have barely afforded $60 to add another $10 plus tax. That's almost $80 for one game. You know, I could buy a brand new headset with $80. Dude, I can buy so many McChickens and cheeseburgers with $80.
Yeah. There is a small spark of hope. If they also make it for the Xbox One and it has smart delivery, you can just buy the one version and upgrade it automatically.
If they have that.
Not every game does that. Like I said, Cold War, I had to fork over the extra cash because I got the Series X version of Cold War. All right, we've given our 2 cents about these 3 DC projects, all of which are looking to be really entertaining. Now, that's where we're going to close off the podcast. The next video on the channel, by the way, is going to be a review of the campaign from Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. So stay tuned for that. Any closing thoughts?
Nada, Chief.
All right. Thank you for checking out the video, and we will see you. Well, I will see you next time. He might be there too. We don't know.
Hey, I'll be here if you. As long as the audience want me here, as long as you want me here, I'll be here.
Yep. Well, thank you for stopping by, and
anytime, my guy.
Right on.